Going live, going live. All right, we are. It says we're live. So,
All right, what's going on, guys?
what's
How
up?
y'all doing today? How's your days going? How's
Just
your hibernation times going? I hope you're having a good hibernation,
just
because
doing
that's
some
what we're
yeah, just
doing.
doing some last minute stuff before you see our sexy faces. Yeah,
Yep.
no music today because it's kind of a serious topic, but you know what? We have something for you. We don't want to leave you empty-handed, so here we go.
I got
Yeah, just
hairy
to hairy
legs,
legs
hairy legs that turn blonde in the
in the
sun.
sun.
I think it's important that on day one,
So, moral
day
of the
one,
story,
I have
guys:
more hair
if you
than
don't have
anybody.
hairy
I
legs,
got
you're shit out of
hairy
luck.
legs. I got hairy
Hey.
legs. Yeah.
Okay, okay, getting our screen full screen. Okay, CGR.
CGR. It's gonna be a good conversation. A little more on the serious side, but at the same time, we are gonna talk about relevant shit to the podcast. So
Mm-hmm.
I can say that much.
All right, so it's showing our faces now. So
What it do, people? How y'all doing? Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. I hope you guys are being safe out there. I hope you guys are having a good old time, enjoying your hibernation. I know all you gamers are having a great time just gaming right now because that's what I'm doing. So definitely hope you guys are good.
yeah, just
We
stay
live. We're ready
home,
to
stay
go.
safe, and yeah,
All right.
we're right live and
Well,
ready to go. So
ready to go. So I want to say what's up, guys. It's your boy Hexzilla, the game killer, and we got my boy GMillion, the wet Willie here, and we're
what up,
gonna go
dog?
ahead and talk. What's up?
What up, dog?
What up? How you
What?
doing, man? How's life?
Good, good. Just staying home. Unfortunately, my work hasn't shut down yet. So,
That's good.
well, yeah, that is good that I'm making that dough, but you know,
But hey, well, hopefully you don't
y-
fucking get
yeah,
left-handed.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Where they're just like,
yeah,
oh, no work for you, then you're really shit out of luck.
yeah. Like, yeah, I kind of wish I would stay and work to make money and stuff, but who knows what could happen? Anything could happen
Yeah.
at this point.
Anything at this point, yeah.
So,
Before we get into the knee deep of this thing, I want to go ahead and talk about real quick about the chat, just like we do every week. If you guys write comments, we look at them as we go, but if we don't see them for whatever reason, we'll definitely answer any questions or comments that you have at the end of the podcast. So definitely write down what you guys want to, talk about, even if it's just a random comment. We appreciate all comments here.
mm-hmm.
Real quick, just so you guys know, we have a lot of shit going on in gaming despite everything going on. Resident Evil 3 demo is coming out. When is that again?
March
Uh,
19th.
March 19th, which is literally 2 days. So that's on a Saturday. So uh, be aware of that, guys, because me and GMillion are going to play that. And we're going to be doing, I'm going to be doing a full review, or not a review, but like a first impression on the demo, because I am going to put that up for you guys. I'm going to be done with Resident Evil 2 remastered by tomorrow. So all episodes will be put out. All the review for it is going to be put out. It's going to be dope.
I'm gonna go
Make
ahead
sure
and put you on the spot. You better do side B.
side B. I do want to do side B. Hell yeah. And you know what's the crazy thing? I want to do side B, and I want to do the little story missions as well. They have like the one about the guy and the girl, and then they have like the fallen soldier or something, forgotten
Yeah,
soldier.
you have to
I might do,
also unlock the giant tofu as well.
and the giant tofu. I do gotta unlock that because that's dope. But that's what I got going on. We are playing Doom Eternal March 20th. Upon release, we're gonna definitely get some videos out of that. I am gonna do a first impression. We're
Mm-hmm.
finishing up Far Cry 5, more so on my account, but I've been playing with G Millie, just so we can get it done quicker and just kind of have fun with it.
Yeah.
And so far, it's been fun as hell.
Yep.
And that's pretty much it for now. I mean, my whole schedule is on my Discord. If you're not on it, it's in the description. What
As
about you, man?
far as me, helping him out with Far Cry 5, big part of that game is the co-op, so I want him to have a bunch of co-op footage, and it kind of gets me back into the Far Cry series because I haven't played Far Cry in a couple years. I did
Mm.
demolish that game on the Xbox One, so that's why I'm kind of like starting over on the PC. It's kind of ironic. There's two games about virus that comes out right now in this in this time frame. You know, you got the Division 2 coming out on Stadia. Lucky for me, that game's heavily discounted for $10. So I'm like, you know what? I'll pick it up, even though I own it for the PC. Then Resident Evil 3 is coming out on April 3rd. Gonna already pre-ordered that, and like what he said, I pre-ordered Doom Eternal. I got that game pre-installed on Steam today. So as I'm hoping Thursday night, either at 6 p.m. or 9 p.m., I will be playing that. But if we're doing our podcast at 6:30 p.m., then I'll wait till 9 p.m. to play. So it's no big deal. And
No big deal. We
it,
don't play it. You guys gonna see it eventually.
yeah,
Rest
March.
assured.
Yeah, March 31st. I'm gonna
Yep.
play some Persona 5 The Royal, and
That's dope.
yeah,
That's dope.
yeah. So I
Oh,
got I
by the
got a
way,
busy schedule ahead of me too. So
yeah. By the way, if you guys haven't seen, we're doing live streams on every Sunday.
yes.
So we did last week. We did Call of Duty Modern Warfare. We did a Warzone,
Mhm.
gameplay of that. It was me, GMillion, and Sergeant Suck, which is he comes on the show here and there, but um, we're gonna continue to do that and check that out as well. Our live streams are gonna go live every Sunday, so if you want to talk to us live in effect,
Right.
just kind of kick it back with us while we play. Definitely check
Exactly.
that out.
And
Definitely.
yeah. So 6:30. Reason why we're doing it so late because I do work until 5, and by the time I get home, it's almost 6, and
Yep. So it gives
so
us time to get it in and all that. Real
mhm.
quick though, I have one really important question for you, man.
Yeah.
All I gotta say, toilet paper.
I do have 3 rolls left.
I have 3 rolls left as well. Thank Lord. Actually, I found a place that actually had toilet paper
Did you buy it?
2 days ago,
Did you
and it
buy
was
some?
filled. Yeah, I didn't buy none because I had enough. Like a lot of people are going crazy. For me, I have like 4 extra right now. I just didn't see the point of buying it if I had that much for myself, because I'm not gonna take. They literally had like maybe a few left. I'm not gonna take it when there's people that probably need it. You know what I mean? So it didn't make sense to me.
Right. But
Yeah.
you also left it for the scalpers too. Just keep that in mind.
Yeah, but I think it's one of those things where it's like, okay, I can either take like a pack, and let's say there's 5 left. I could take one or two or whatever, buy
Mhm.
it, but then let's say the next person really needs it. There's a chance that they might really need it, or there's a chance that they might be a hoarder and just doing the same thing. I'd rather give the chance to that person that needs it. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So I was like, I'm good. I have about 4 rolls left. I can manage. I
Mhm.
think I'll be fine.
Yeah, it's called using water.
And that, I mean, really, if you're taking a shit that much where you need like that many fucking packs of toilet paper, you should probably get checked for something else other than the virus. Just
Yeah,
saying.
and also check your diet. So speaking of that, doing research for this episode, I sent you some pictures on some of the listings that I saw on eBay and Amazon.
I've
What?
seen it, which is some bullshit,
Yeah.
but we'll talk
So
about that.
yeah. So
If you guys don't know, just so you can kind of get a little idea of what I'm looking at. So $60, check this out. $60 for one roll of toilet paper. I don't know look, I don't know what kind of world we're living in. And this is in all seriousness. I'm not even joking about this. I'm kind of joking, but not really. In all seriousness, what kind of world do we live in where somebody took it upon themselves to say, I'm going to take this toilet paper, and it's not even like it's a good one. It's not a double, plush fucking toilet paper. It's a regular toilet paper, and I'm going to sell this for $60. You must be out of your fucking mind to think that I'm going to pay for that.
I don't know if it's
That's
gonna actually
exactly,
show up on the camera, but
yeah, it
hopefully you guys
is.
can
And
see
if you
that
guys
on live stream. So
one toilet paper for $60. Some other ones, I mean, I've seen toilet papers for like 100, 150 for a certain amount. Like, it's getting ridiculous. I don't know what the hell's wrong with you people. I don't know what's wrong with you people going to Walmart and buying unnecessary amounts of toilet paper and all that shit. But you need to stop it, like now,
hmm well,
really.
see, during times like these, when people do shit like this, you can tell they're pieces of shit.
You can. you can tell when someone's a literal piece of fucking shit.
Yeah,
You know what I
because
mean?
they are literally profiting on pandemics, and when world goes to shit like this, they are literally just profiting on that.
Yeah.
And,
One thing that I can understand is food. You know what I mean?
mhm.
Especially if you have a family and you buy a lot of meat or whatever you buy. I can understand that in a certain sense. But toilet paper, diapers, are you fucking kidding me?
Obviously, if you're at a grocery store with your 5 kids and you stock up on diapers and toilet papers, no one's gonna look at you funny. But if you're just one dude stocking up on 5 toilet papers, people are gonna look at you funny.
Yeah, I would probably say something. I mean, thank God the store that I went about 2 days ago to a store local to my house, about 15, 20 minutes. And I went in and it was, a big line, the usual shit that we're seeing nowadays.
Hmm.
But I go in there and nobody there has this buying like excessive amounts of toilet paper. So, but had I seen that, I probably would have said something because it's getting out of hand. I don't know what's wrong with people nowadays, man.
Right. Now, keep in mind, I also did my share of hoarding. I spent like $50 on food, canned food, chili, and all that, Pop Tarts, stuff that I don't normally eat. But just in case this lasts longer than a month, like what they say, who knows?
Right.
What if everything shut down for 3 months?
Good point. And you see, that's what I'm saying. I can understand the food part. Well, here's the thing. Let's take a step back real quick.
Okay.
Realistically, I can understand the toilet paper as well because it's just like any other essential, right? Now,
Mm-hmm.
if it was some random shit like candles or things that you don't need in the house and you're just buying a lot of it makes no sense. But
Mm-hmm.
toilet paper, even soap, shampoo, conditioner, food, I can understand that. The problem that I'm having is it does not take you 10 packs of like almost 100 rolls of toilet paper to last you a month,
Mm-hmm.
right? You should be like, unless you're wiping your ass with fucking 20 sheets every time you take a dump, you should be able to ration out your toilet paper, right? Or ration out your food and things like that. Like, that's what survival is. That's literally what we're doing. Like, and people are just going overboard with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and unfortunately, it has to take something like this for people to learn to ration out their stuff.
Yeah.
And
Like,
but it's not the people's fault that need the toilet paper. It's the scalpers that sell the stuff on eBay and Amazon, and it's also eBay and Amazon's fault because they're allowing it. Keep in
allowing it,
mind,
and I'm pretty sure that's illegal to do that. If I'm not
well, the thing is,
mistaken,
if Amazon sells their stock for more than what the market value is, then that's illegal. But they're allowing other people to do it.
right?
So they're
Yeah,
because anyone could sell on Amazon, anyone could sell on eBay, and they take a profit of that. So that means other people get a profit of, other people sell, a big pack of toilet paper for $100, and let's just say Amazon and eBay takes 30%. That's $30 Amazon's and eBay's making. I'm
that's
just
right.
giving out just numbers out of my head, and
Right. Just
so keep in mind big companies like Amazon and eBay are profiting off of this horrible pandemic because people are dumb and they think that they can profit off, you know, misfortunes
profit off of
like
that.
yeah. And it's been going on for years, like like rare games when there's new consoles coming out and there's shortages, people's buy the whole stock and post it up on those websites so they can sell it at a higher price. That's
Yeah.
normal, but come on, fucking toilet paper, fucking diapers. Are you serious?
And
Like,
diapers and stuff like that. Like, to be look. So I'm gonna talk about some quick numbers. This is
okay.
live numbers because a lot of people are. I mean, if you don't know about the virus, you probably live under a fucking rock or in another planet. This is a pandemic at this point. Um, these are live numbers based on like confirmed cases and things like that. For those of you who don't know, or maybe you haven't been tracking or whatever, I
Mm-hmm.
don't track it personally, but I'm going off of this website here. So right now, we're looking at over 200,000 cases that are confirmed of, what I mean, people having it. I think we're over. It's almost a little. It's a little bit under 8,000 deaths. due to this virus. And then here's the thing, though, right? So that's the amount right now. There's a little bit. There's actually over 82,000 people that have recovered from the virus.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, which have fully recovered and all that stuff. So active cases right now, about 107,000 infected so far. Out of that 107,000, check this out, Garrett. This is the crazy part. That this is what I want to stress out to you people right now that are buying shitload of toilet papers. Fuck you, and listen to this number right here. All right, 107,000 patients infected. Out of that 107,000, you have a little bit over 100,000 literally in mild condition. So that's 93% of that number
Mm-hmm.
that are in mild conditions, not anything serious, not critical. You're probably at home having the virus and you're sick and you're getting over it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Out of that 100,000, now here's the thing, not to take away from those who are seriously affected because it is a big deal, but statistically, we're looking at the numbers. It's not, you're not prone to die unless you have a serious condition, you're old or something like that. Right now, there's 7,000 people, a little over 7,000, that are in serious or critical condition.
Right.
Does that make sense? So, like, I want to just stress one more thing as well. That's just active cases. Let's look at the closed cases, right? Closed, where they're for sure closed. There's a little bit over 90,000 cases that are closed, but they have an outcome. So either
Mm-hmm.
they died or they recovered, right?
Mm-hmm.
Out of that 90,000, 91%, a little bit over 82,000 patients have recovered and discharged from quarantine or the hospital. The deaths, there's 9% of that 90,000 have died, which is almost 8,000 deaths, right? But if you're looking at the numbers as well, I don't know the exact numbers, but I know a majority of it is older people or those with lower immune systems and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
So off of that number, man, I mean, for me, it's like obviously the numbers are gonna go up.
Mm-hmm.
That's inevitable.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna get more people sick. There's gonna be more people sick. But I don't go off of people getting sick. I go off of well, how many people are dying from it, and what is it looking like numbers wise? What's the mortality rate? And right now, it's not anything to be drastically, concerned with in the sense of like if you're healthy, you're young, or you're good of age. Even if you're not good of age, I know people that I've seen videos of people that are like 50, 60 years old, and they're happy to get over it because they're just doing the right things.
Mm-hmm.
It's a give and take. But this is so unnecessary. This toilet paper crap, the way that people are acting, it's ridiculous. There's people fighting, like physically getting into fights over fucking toilet paper. Like,
Mm-hmm. It's like
what
when
the heck?
people stomp people over Black Friday deals, right?
Right? Yeah. Like, why? Literally one day. Why would you do that?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And it just sucks because it's like, like when people get sick, they still go out and like, oh, it's just a little sniffle. They still go out and infect an older person and they die.
Yeah.
And
And keep in mind, guys, because we're in America right now. Right now, America has about 6,468 confirmed cases, right? Plus another 1,805 cases, right? So almost 10,000. A pretty small number if you're looking at the grand scheme of things. And out of that number, we've only had 109 deaths. 109 people passed away because of the sickness. So the numbers that are there, look at them and really make a decision. Like, do you need that much toilet paper? Do you need to be panicking as much? It is serious. It is something that we have to continue to look at,
mm-hmm.
but no good is going to come out of panicking and overbuying and like making such a huge deal like that. No good is going to come out of that, you know?
Right.
And I think that's a problem that we need to address. So if you're out there and you're watching this and you're wondering about like, is it bad or all that shit that you're hearing, first of all, social media is a horrible way to base your information off of. If you're literally basing your information off of Facebook posts and shit, you're doing it wrong. All right. That's a horrible way to do it. And secondly, you can't believe everything the media tells you. They
Right.
just, you got to think of it like a business. They want people to watch, to read their shit. So
Yeah.
what are they gonna do? They're gonna say crazy shit like this virus is horrible and this thing, this is and that, and all this crazy stuff. When realistically, the numbers show what the true thing is. You know what I mean?
And also the news outlets too. Don't take everything that they do, like with like full facts. Like let's just say if someone says 8 confirmed deaths today, but you have to read between the lines. Did they have weak immune systems? Were they elderly? You know?
Yeah, and nothing against elderly people because
Yeah.
I have grandmas and grandpas
Mhm.
too that I'm concerned about
Mhm.
and that have low immune systems and they're not as healthy as we are. But here's the thing: is like it's like if that's what the current critical condition patients are older people with low immune systems and things like that, or people that are sick that currently are sick and things like that.
Yeah.
That should be the focus.
Mhm.
That should be the main focus. If not anything, that should be the focus. You shouldn't be thinking, oh, well, I'm going to quarantine myself and buy a shitload of toilet paper because I need it. I'm going to quarantine myself because I can't get them sick because they're more prone to dying.
Mhm.
So we
Yeah.
have to change our directional focus of how we're looking at the virus and its effects. I
Yeah.
think that's going to drastically change everything.
Quarantine yourself so you don't get sick and you don't infect anybody else. Take what you need, and it's just it's what you got to do. And as far as that, businesses are also shutting down too. So if
Right.
you're affected by these temporary layoffs,
And it's a financial thing at this point. So
yeah. So
there's so much crap going on other than the virus itself that we really need to like kind of get off the virus, stop worrying about the virus, start looking at how it's affecting other factors,
mhm.
jobs, finances, right? Because they're looking at, I think I read President Trump is looking at giving us checks to Americans, right? But what does that mean? That means our taxes are going to be waged. You know, that money just doesn't come out of nowhere. You
Exactly.
know what I mean? And there's a whole lot of factors. So we really got to do our research. We're at an early stage of this thing, so I feel like I wouldn't even say early. Well, realistically, in the grand scheme of things, this is the early stage of the
Mhm.
disease because obviously it's getting worse day by day and
Right.
numbers are going up. But at the
Right.
same time, it's you just gotta play smart, kind of
Mhm.
like you said, play smart. Do the right things. Now let's talk about what's important to this show, right?
Right.
Which is what
The show must go on, so we're gonna have to talk about some gaming stuff.
the gaming stuff, right? Now that's just coronavirus as a whole.
Right.
We can talk about coronavirus all day and like what we think about it.
Right.
The main fact is it's gonna continue to go up. Just stay safe, watch the numbers,
Mhm.
and get good information.
If you feel
But let's
sick,
talk
stay
about
home. That's all.
right. If
Wash
you
your
feel
hands.
sick, mm-hmm.
Wash your hands. Wash your face.
Didn't they
Wash your
say
feet.
didn't they say something about hairy legs? Just kidding. No,
Hairy legs.
hairy legs.
One in the
Um,
sun.
no, I'm pretty sure they said something about like if you're sick, don't go to a hot. Talk about that because you were telling me about your experience.
Okay,
Trying
so
to do
okay,
that.
yeah,
Yeah,
today I felt like shit. Like I had stuffy nose. I didn't have a sore throat. It sound. You know how you sound muffled when you're sick. So
yeah.
I called so I made an appointment with my doctor and everything. Everything was going good. Then I'm like, so am I gonna have to pay a copay for this? And she's like, oh, let me transfer you to billing. And I'm like, okay, so I got on the phone with billing, and they're like, "Well, since you're under this plan, you will have to pay the copay." I'm like, "To get tested for coronavirus, for flu?" And I thought all that stuff was gonna be waived, and they're like, "Nope, you're still gonna have to pay a copay." And because of that, people are not gonna go to the doctors.
Well,
Lucky,
I mean, I heard that it was like $3,000 a test or something like that, along the lines of that.
yeah, but people don't care. People don't think about that. People are like, "Well,
Well, yeah,
it's
people
too
don't, but I
expensive."
mean, do you really
People,
think
it's
these
it's
guys
too
are gonna?
expensive for me. I'm not going. Lucky for me, I feel fine now. It happened to me. It happened to be just my allergy. So, I lucked out. So,
Yeah, but for those that, I mean, here's the thing. The way I see it, if you're rich, like a celebrity, look at all the celebrities now that have it. Tom Hanks,
mhm.
that one guy, I forgot his name. Uh, you guys know who I'm talking about. the African American actor, very good actor. I love his acting, by the way. He just got it. Um, Celine, no, not Celine Dion. That was actually a hoax. But a lot of
Chuck
there's
Norris.
four NBA. Chuck Norris. Chuck Norris
No, I was
actually
just joking.
no. Chuck Norris, if anything, like literally defeated the virus. The virus
Yeah, he
went into
could.
him
Yeah, he
and
could
said, "I
defeat
don't
it.
want it," so he left him.
Mhm.
That's how that went.
Mhm.
But nah, but there was like four NBA players, I think, from the Nets that just got it confirmed.
Mhm.
So it's for those individuals that have money, it's easy to just kind of get the test and shit. But um, for everyone else, it's gonna be a problem. But at
Mhm.
the same time, if you have it or if you think you have it, just stay home unless it's extremely bad. Obviously, you want to go to a doctor, but if you have it, quarantine yourself in your room. It's take it as just like a flu, from what
Mhm.
I've read and what I've heard. It's just like
Mhm.
a flu. If anything else, is less than a flu, and suck it up and
Mhm.
get over it. Right? That's
Mhm.
pretty much it. Like
Yeah,
you're fine.
don't go out to the restaurants, get everyone else sick and all that. Speaking of restaurants, they're shutting down lobbies and stuff. So like fast food places are going to be drive-through only. Postmates are
Yep.
just going to drop your food off at the door. They won't even interact with you.
Yeah,
So
which is fine because that's how I like it, anyways. But
exactly. So
yeah.
okay, no more going off the rails. Let's talk about gaming stuff. So
Right. So I want to talk about real quick. I'm gonna just these are some things that happen in gaming,
mhm,
just so you guys know, right? So E3 got canceled if you didn't know because of the
mhm,
virus.
mhm.
They were gonna have E3.
Game developers conference got canceled before then.
Yep, the Game Devs conference got postponed as well. There was a Nintendo Switch delay for the Japanese market
Mhm.
that they delayed because of the virus.
Yeah.
So
So Japan is having a Switch shortages.
yeah, Switch shortages right now, which is significant because the Japanese population are huge Nintendo fans, so I
Mhm.
could see that being a big problem
Mhm.
for gamers out there. Overwatch and Call of Duty leagues events have been canceled.
Mhm.
A lot of anticipation in that because a lot of people that are into pro gaming and things like that. I mean, that's almost like the Olympics for gamers. So those events got canceled. So there was an outward port for the Switch as well that is delayed for or sorry, yeah, outwards the game. There was
You
gonna be a port for the Switch
you
that got
mean
delayed.
Outer Worlds?
Outer Worlds, right? I don't know why I wrote outwards, outer words, but Outer Worlds, the port for that got delayed
Mhm.
because of that. And if you guys have played Outer Worlds, I've never played it. I've watched videos, and I wanted to play it at 1.2. I probably will try that out just because it looks like a dope game. But if you're an Outer Worlds fan, that fucking sucks for you. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Um, and amongst other things. So my question is, what do you think about the releases? Like, what do you like releases? Doom is coming out this next coming few days. I know even Persona is coming out as well. We have Resident Evil 3. All these anticipated games. Let's look a little further. April timeframe. Last of Us 2, Cyberpunk sometime in the future, September I think it is.
Right.
What do you think about these releases? Like, how are they? Are you? Do you think they're gonna be like affected by the virus?
If anything, um, if anything, I think manufacturing of physical goods will be in
Stopped
yeah,
essentially.
like would be
Yeah.
affected. But like let's just say cuz a lot of people could code from home, you know? Like
Yeah.
like making the game, a lot of stuff can be done from home, like testing and all that. So it's not like a total loss. It's not like people have to leave their offices and they can't work on the game. A lot of the stuff they could do from home, marketing, advertising, and all that. A lot of that stuff is remote. However, when you get certain special editions that have to be manufactured, because you know how every company in the world wants to manufacture out of China. Well, how do you like it now? Now you can't get your
How do you
stuff.
like me now, boy?
So like I can't think of anything like better to say about that, but like
I think
I'm pretty sure like people's Doom special editions are gonna be fine. They're gonna have enough for all the pre-orders, but like, what about the Last of Us 2 special edition? What about you know?
Cyberpunk, which is a huge one. These are huge AAA games that
No,
we're looking
just
at.
assuming that the virus is going to be over and done with by April or May,
Or July. I think it's June, July that the Trump administration said to anticipate it might go on
Y-
until.
yeah,
Yeah.
like I think manufacturing of physical goods is going to be more affected than the digital market. Good thing we do have a digital market right now, and where we could just download the games. And I'm gonna have to throw in Google Stadia in there. I know someone's gonna leave a comment. Well, Google Stadia, I don't have a hardware. I don't have hardware, so I don't even need to download the games. Well, Google needs to keep updating their server blades and always add new server blades for all the new people going into Stadia, and that requires hardware. And if no one's manufacturing anything, that means even Google's not going to have more hardware. That's probably why we don't have Google Base right now. That's just stuff that I'm thinking of. That's all speculation. It's not. None of this is all proven. So, you know.
But it is valid points. At the same time, the way I see it, if you're like a person that's trying to get these games for novelty, like I pre-ordered Doom on Amazon to get the actual game as well, but also get the download. But I wanted the actual physical case,
Hmm.
and I might not get it. Well, I probably will because I pre-ordered this like months ago, like last month, so I probably will have it. But let's say you pre-order it sometime before, like recently, you might not get the full game in the case and all that stuff.
Which is
But
that's been an
eventually,
issue with PC games for a while. Sometimes they'll just give you a
right?
box with a code in it because they don't even
Exactly.
want to
Yeah.
ship a disc anymore. But what
Exactly.
I'm thinking with in your case, I'm thinking there might be a shipping delay because people are ordering a lot more stuff on Amazon now. Like a lot more food, overpriced toilet
Yep.
paper.
Which would be another problem for me because
Hmm.
I bought it with Amazon Prime. So it's like if I don't get it, then I need either they need to compensate me somehow or they need to add something to my order. You know what I mean?
Or give you a digital code.
Right, or something like
Like if
that.
it's a digital code,
I
they
would
should
be
just
fine with that.
yeah.
I would be fine with a
Eh,
digital code. I wouldn't mind that.
See in my case, I'm not really affected by it because I already have it downloaded in my computer.
Yeah.
So,
So in
no
your
me
case, you're
I'm
good.
not trying to brag and be a dick about it, but you know.
I mean, that's just what it is. I mean, at one point, we're all gonna have to download it anyways,
Hmm.
with everything going on. So it is what it is. But that's I don't think that's a huge thing. Do you think that in the gaming in general, what are the big effects that you can see, like that you can think of?
More
Well,
people
for
more
one,
Oh, sorry.
PS5 development and Xbox Series X development right off the top. And the reason I say that is because it's still I mean they're releasing the PS5, what is it, tomorrow or something, right?
Yeah, they're
Um
doing their official reveal
right,
tomorrow. That's what I heard. I saw a video about that today where they're going to reveal it tomorrow, and if that's the case, that's our next topic.
right. Which for me it's like they're constantly developing and building. I feel like they're developing and building it constantly,
Mhm.
even towards release. Like so with the whole virus and stuff, the big thing that I could see happening is maybe a delay in the completion of the Xbox Series X or the PS5
Mhm.
because they anticipated the end of this year. We
Mhm.
should be seeing those right now. We don't have an exact date, but we do know it's going to be sometime 2020, the end of the year. With everything going on, I could see that moving towards the end of next year or something like that if it comes down to it, because it's
Right.
just what it is.
So here's my take on that. If they release it this year, there's gonna be console shortages. That means probably you're gonna get like one or two per store, and you're gonna have to go drive around to store to see if you can get one. Or when you try to order online, it's gonna be on back order. So that means if you order it, you may not get it day one. Or they could do what Nintendo did, release it in March when they have more manufactured and have less of a shortage. Nintendo just proved to everyone that you can have a successful console launch in March. not right before the holidays with the
Right.
Nintendo Switch. So my money is on March.
Right.
And
Yeah.
I think it would be kind of stupid for them to release it holiday 2020 because in my eyes that would just make the companies look bad. Oh, you manufactured all these consoles in the middle of a pandemic. What's wrong with you?
Yeah.
So that's just my thoughts at least.
I think another thing too, though, with that is let's say they do release the PS5 and the Xbox before the holidays, like you said, November, December timeframe or something.
Mhm.
I feel like if they do that, you know what I mean? It's like that's fine and all because I feel like you kind of want to gain as much money as you can. Now the Switch did it well, where they were able to still have a successful launch, but it's kind of like I'd rather them push out what they can with a complete product, knowing that they can manufacture it well and everything, even if it's towards the end of the year, than
Mhm.
have to do it earlier and have a shortage or the thing doesn't work or whatever because they haven't been able to complete it. That's
Mhm.
my take on it. So I think that I think it is going to impact these platforms, but at the same time, if they can stick to keeping it where it's at the end of this year, I wouldn't really mind it. And at the same time, the PS4, you can always transfer those games, as we know with the Xbox Series X. We'll see if they're gonna do it tomorrow. You're gonna hear
Yeah,
about
you're
that.
gonna
I'm
hear
more than
about
likely
it
sure.
tomorrow if they're actually gonna, have
Yeah,
the same
which
level of backwards
I mean,
compatibility. They're gonna
yeah,
have to.
and they have to really because if the Xbox is doing it and they're not, we already know the superior system at
Mhm.
that point. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So
Yeah,
unless they want to lose in the race of systems,
and to
then yeah,
make things worse, next gen consoles are is not going to be on people's minds in the next couple of days. It's, am I going to have food for the next month? Am I going to have a job by next month?
and that's
Y-
another thing too that you just reminded me, the
Mhm.
money,
Mhm.
right? With the
People
whole
are spending
economy,
their money on prepping for inevitably a shutdown,
yeah, that's
like with
what it
me with
is.
my underground bunker, because I know the world's going to end. And Far Cry 5, playing Far Cry 5 gave me the idea to have an underground bunker. So,
That's actually a dope idea. I prepared with weapons.
mhm.
Let's just say that much. If something pops off, I'm about to go Resident Evil 3 on the asses. That's why I'm playing it right now.
You got the training, so
All I gotta say is if you're a woman and you don't know how to fight a zombie apocalypse in heels like Ada did, you might want to get on that.
mhm, mhm.
You might want to get on that ASAP.
Watch some zombie movies or Walking Dead,
Or Walking Dead or something. But all seriousness, um, we'll see what happens. Hopefully, they're able to fix this. And like you said, nobody's worried about that right now.
Yeah.
We're worried about surviving this epidemic at this point.
Mhm.
But we'll see how that affects PS5 and the launches
But
in the future.
who should be worried about that? GameStop, because if the next gen console
GameStop. Oh my gosh, dude.
if the next gen consoles don't come out this year, I think GameStop might be done because I think they're banking on that. I think GameStop is banking on people trading their old consoles this year to get the new consoles. But if they come out
That's
in
right.
March, I don't think they could survive the um the holidays. And if the coronavirus thing is putting us in a recession, I don't think they're going to survive anyways.
Yeah, and
What?
that's crazy to think about that they're really putting their whole, eggs into the console basket. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like it's do or die for them, really. I mean,
Yeah.
GameStop's been having problems for. I can see them going bankrupt very, very soon.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Just because of the way that it's been looking for them.
Yeah. And in all seriousness, like I kind of had a feeling that we might be getting into another recession. Maybe not as bad as the one we had in 2008. And the console, I mean the coronavirus was the needle that popped the bubble on that, because because of that we got stock prices falling, you got people out of work and all that. and
Yep.
I have a feeling.
And trade is
Mhm.
affected
Mhm.
because we're not getting. I mean, everything is made in China. So if we're not having foreign trade, that means
Mhm.
having we're not making sales. We're not people are not buying things because we're not selling things. If that makes sense, you know.
Right. And they were looking into, like, now companies are looking into manufacturing in different countries, and because all serious, and another note, they were looking into this before the coronavirus because the whole trade agreement with China when Trump became into power.
Yep.
So it's all of it. It is not the virus's fault. It's just the virus just bursted the whole bubble, I think.
Yeah. The fear of the virus is causing a lot of these
Hmm.
changes. You know
And
what I mean?
yeah, and
And
certain
yeah,
countries are worse off than we are. Like, there's
yeah. I
certain
mean,
countries that are,
we're really well off. Look at Italy, man, and
the
they're horrible.
Philippines,
The Philippines,
China.
right? All these countries, like we're at a way better place than they
Hmm.
are, but it still is a big financial burden to us.
Right,
You know,
right. So,
I mean, I guess the only thing we could say is like we could kind of see what's gonna happen. I'm banking on, like you said, I could see a recession happening. Hopefully, it doesn't. Hopefully, it's not anything like 2008 or something worse. But
hmm,
um, we're kind of looking into it now, so we'll see what happens with that.
yeah,
You know,
yeah. Because I'm more fearful of after the virus than now, because
right?
obviously,
Like, what's the outcome of it
yeah.
when all the dust is settled?
Hmm.
What's it gonna look like?
Hmm.
You know?
Are people gonna actually go back to work, or they're actually gonna be laid off? Are people, gonna have to go look for a new job? Are companies gonna be
Yeah.
surviving? You know?
Well, let's talk about some positives real quick.
Okay.
Now that the coronavirus is happening, a lot of people are obviously staying in their homes. So if you're a gamer, what does that mean for you?
Backlog.
Well, exactly. You're able to play way more games. If you're a YouTuber, you're able to make way more videos, make more
Mhm.
content. That means
Mhm.
more money going into your video or going into your content,
Mhm.
more views and things like that because you're able to focus on it. And then at the same time, more money going to game publishers because people are buying games. That's why you're gonna see Steam putting out fucking massive deals, like Ubisoft putting out that deal that they did with Bioshock, right?
You
Even
mean
with Far Cry, I was able to get Far Cry for $20.
you're
Far Cry
talking
5.
about 2K with the BioShock, and you missed out on that deal, bro. You
I
could
did
have,
miss out on that.
yeah. You're like you're like, what is this? And by the time you reacted to it, it was over.
Legit. And I honestly, fuck, if I had known it was $8, I thought you were talking about like 20, $30 or something, you know.
No,
But
it's like now
wait,
Infinite's
wasn't
30 bucks.
it $8 for like one
Infinite.
game or was it
$8 for Infinite, $5 each for 1 and 2.
really?
Yeah.
So like 18, $20.
Yeah, 20 bucks.
Essentially.
That's
Damn,
still a good deal, bro.
that's a really good deal. Damn.
Then now Ubisoft is having a
And I haven't even
sale on
played Infinite
Steam.
yet.
Yeah, now Ubisoft is having a sale on Steam. You can get, Far Cry 5.
And all the Far Cry DLCs
Mhm.
for Far Cry
Yeah.
3.
So,
Yeah. For like what? I think it was like $4. I got Dragon Blood for
yeah,
like $4 or
Blood
$5 or
Dragon for
something.
like $5, and I got New
Yeah.
Dawn for like $15. I kind of want to
Yep.
beat Far Cry 5 again before I get into New Dawn, because that's like a direct sequel to Far Cry 5.
Yeah.
So
So we'll
just
see how that is.
yeah.
I'm still thinking about getting the zombie DLC for Far Cry 3, I think it is. I
Okay.
forgot what it's called, but I want to get that one too. It looks dope. Um, but
What?
yeah, so like I was saying, there's gonna be a lot of sales,
Mhm.
which is a positive because we can experience more games. I mean, you're not gonna see fucking a new release come out with a deal, but you will see like pretty good AAA games or past games that are gonna be super cheap. So you can. Didn't you say Division 2 was on the sale as well?
Yeah, for a while, Division 2 was on sale for PC for $5, but I mean $3, but you didn't have your stuff yet. And on Google
Right.
Stadia, it's on sale for $10. I, c-
Yeah, which is real good.
I can't check
Extremely
on
good.
I can't check on the Epic Game Store, because I already purchased it. So Hector could check it out, see if it's on sale on there as well. Because that new
Yeah,
expansion came out today, so they might have put that game on sale.
yeah. I can actually check right now, but I'm just gonna go off top. Like I'm just gonna go on Epic Games right now, and
Okay.
let's see what deals come up right off the top. All
Speaking
right,
of
so
something, the original Watch Dogs is going to be free to play on the 19th on Epic Game Store. So if you haven't purchased that game, it's a good opportunity for you to do it.
nice. That's what's up. By the way, State of Decay 2 Juggernaut Edition is available on Epic Games.
Hmm.
I know that's been a while. I think that just released and it's $30 right now. Pretty good release, by the way. It's a pretty good zombie game.
Hmm.
You guys like that type of stuff. But as of now, so Division 2 $30, but it was before. Red Dead is still the same price. Assassin's Creed Odyssey is still the same price. So World War Z 50% off. And I actually wanted that game. Let me see real quick. How much is it right now? Oh, it's $18. I might have to get that.
Why is all the zombie games and all the games with pandemics on sale?
Well, I mean, think about it. So it's just like that mobile app. I think it was called the Chinese mobile app, Pandemic or something that they had. It
Hmm.
it became the number one app in America, the UK, and
Hmm.
China this whole month,
Hmm.
literally. And they actually closed it because of the
Yeah,
virus.
because
They
people are
shut it
trying to
down.
get people are trying to get like information on the coronavirus on during with those apps.
Yeah, exactly. But the game essentially was fucking a top game, mobile game for the whole month, basically, because of the virus. So obviously
Hmm.
they're gonna capitalize on it. So yeah, State of Decay, they released that 4 days ago, and it's already number one top fucking headline for Epic Games.
Hmm.
Um, World War Z, that's a $30. I think it's $30 originally. Now it's literally 17.48. So like half off of that. So yeah, Division Two, um, like you said. So check it out. Division Two, tried the Division Two for free from February 26th. Well, that was old, so but that game came out and it was on sale. So like they're doing a lot of sales right now. If you guys want to check
There
that
might
out,
be a bundle with the Division 2 and the new expansion put together.
that would be dope. I could see that being super dope.
Yeah.
I don't really like Division, but if you guys like that game, if you like the first one,
Hmm.
you definitely want to hop on
Yeah.
that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm playing that on Stadia right now, so I'm gonna give out
How is
like
it?
my review. It actually runs
How is it so
pretty
far? So far,
it actually runs pretty good on Stadia. I'm playing with mouse and keyboard and it feels like I'm playing on the console, but with better
nice.
graphics, so
How's the gameplay? Like fun?
it's like an arcadey version of like a Ghost Recon type deal.
Mm,
Because you know
right,
how
right,
Ghost
right.
Recon, like you're in like a squad and all that,
Yep. And
and
it does have the armor system, and like the first one did,
hmm
and it also has like it's very like arcadey, like you said.
yeah, it kind of reminds you of like a Borderlands type deal, but in third person.
Yep.
And you just have to be in those type of games, and which is unfortunately I'm not. But only thing I care about, how does it run on Stadia? That's what I
Uh,
based on my reviews on.
yeah, yeah. I mean, all I care about right now is Doom Eternal. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like that game is. I'm gonna probably play Doom Eternal for a whole week straight, just
Hmm.
playing that all day type of thing.
Yeah, I,
Cannot wait.
I I got Doom Eternal on the PC, not Stadia. So.
Yeah, so we can hop on that.
Hmm.
We're definitely gonna do some live streams of Doom Eternal and things like that, by the way. So if you guys want to see that, it's gonna be super dope.
Hmm.
I'm really excited for
So
that.
if
And if
Hector,
you're into also if you're into Animal Crossing, that's also coming out the same day as well. So
yeah,
for all you Nintendo fans,
yeah, Nintendo gets their game, the Doom fans get their game, and if Hector gets his game, we could do a bonus episode of CGR.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
Unless
That's
Amazon
what I was
decides to screw him over,
Yeah, unless they want to screw me over and
not ship your
fucking
game.
postpone my shit for like a year. How shit would that be, huh?
Yeah,
You're
this.
like waiting for Doom, and they're like, "Yeah, by the way, we can't give it to you now.
Yeah,
Sorry. Blame it on the Corona. Blame it on the Corona. Blame it on the booze."
yeah. All right. So Before we head out, Matt Henny says, "Hey boys, hey Matt, how you doing?"
What's up, Maddie? Let's hop on Call of Duty. I'm down.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely should do it.
So
Hell
yeah, before
yeah.
we go, where can people find you?
So you can find me on Instagram at hexzilla with two A's in the end.
Okay.
You can also find me on Twitter at hexzilla, just one A, and
Okay.
also join my Discord, hexzilla hashtag 7315. That's my official Discord with all my updates and everything you need to know.
Alrighty then. With me, you can find me on Instagram, GMillion. I can't remember if it's GMillion 2112 or just GMillion. You can look them both up. And or Twitter, my old Twitter handle ggn2112, but I'm very non-active on there. I'm mostly active on Discord, and you could just search me up, GMillion. All the links are in the description anyways, so
Yep.
just
And just like any other day, guys, we're looking for people who are gamers, YouTubers that might want to be on the show. You don't have to
exactly.
be a YouTuber, but if you're a hardcore gamer and if you like a certain game,
Mhm.
we want to have you on the show. So if you guys
Exactly.
are interested, hit us up on Discord. It's the best way to get to us. We reply super fast. We'll get to you within the hour or two or whatever. Well, me, unless he's working, but the way it's looking, he'll get to you pretty quick.
Yeah,
and
it's super slow at work, bro.
yeah,
Like our profits almost got cut in half. So
yeah. And we're talking about McDonald's. Like, come on now. You know you're fucked if McDonald's is doing bad. You know what I mean? Because when the fuck does a McDonald's do bad? But yeah, so definitely hit us up. We're looking for some good guests, special guests. All right.
mhm. Mhm.
Yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. So we'll see you then on the next episode of CGR. Stay safe out there.
Mhm.
Stay aware, and we'll get through this day by day, my friends.
Be sure to wash your hands, wash your feet, wash your
Your
face,
your
watch
face, wash
your
your nuts.
yeah,
What?
wash your nuts, wash your pussy, then wash your nuts after your pussy. I don't know. Just wash everything.
Or just watch them at the same time. Whatever you prefer.
Yeah.
Choice is yours. Just wash it.
Mhm. Those are the people that have both. I guess they could do it both at the same time, but me, I just have one. So, all
Hey,
right.
what do I know? All right. See you
I don't
guys
know
later, man.
anything
The
about the
CGR, Hexzilla.
yeah. I don't know anything about the human anatomy, so I don't know what I have down there. Peace.
All right, it's Hexzilla, the game killer. See ya on the next episode.
Yes.